Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you are doing all right. It is the 19th of August. I'll tell you what, brother and sister, I can't believe this month is almost halfway over. I don't know why we got into the wrestling thing there, but I'll tell you what, another month. Whoo-wee, boy, we about ready to see fall time. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, if you're into sport ball or not, but football season is just around the corner. My gosh, I cannot wait. Go Bears. Said on the stream today with Ben, Chicago Bears 3-0 in the preseason. Now, preseason doesn't mean anything except for when your team has been just dog shit for the last couple years. It is good to see some positivity coming from the squad. So shout out to the Bears. Shout out to all my my football fans out there. Go ahead and smash that like. If you guys are watching on YouTube, go ahead and smash that like. If you're watching on X, go ahead and hit the heart, as we like to say. I go ahead and repost the video out. Let's get some more friends in here. We're going to be going through a bunch of articles, and then we'll get into some of the numbers. So we'll do news and then the numbers, if you will, after we get through a little bit of the house cleaning here. But shout out to all my folks in the chat. We got some of the guys that were in here early. Shout out to you guys, as always, for being amazing. All the amazing mods over on YouTube. And then we got Corey yucking it up. He's in the chat over here on X. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody. Thanks y'all for being here. It's been a while since I did the show at this time. Obviously, just got back from 2 weeks on the road. We drove up to Michigan, spent a week at the lake house with the fam. Was great to get a little time off and just chill. And then right from there, we went up to Canada, from Windsor on over to Toronto. So we did the tour of Ontario and had a good time for the Blockchain Futures Conference. It was such an amazing time. Let me tell you what, the conference was really cool. The venue was dope. What was even better was that I got a chance to connect with some of the community, right? Some of the guys that, we've been chit-chatting for years, but never had the opportunity quite to meet in person. So we did that. So shout out to you, Carrie. That was a special one for me, man. Miss you guys. You hanging out with you, Mike, and Mr. Dude, as well as Sandra and Dal and Rax. That was just a lot of fun. I tell you what, that was a great time. Good. That's one of those good things about getting out to these live events. You may have a friend that or you're in the Discord or the group chat, whatever, with, and you guys, you really enjoy spending time with each other. And then a crypto conference or some kind of event happens to be in one of your towns. That should be the signal that y'all should link up and make it happen. So we did that. Very cool. I'll tell you what, but it's good to be home back in the US. Good to be home. Shout out to y'all. Oh, Sandra's in the house. You. There we go. Shout out to you guys. Go ahead and smash that like. What else do I got on the house cleaning here? Don't forget to smash the like, as we like to say. The Web3 breakfast, guys. Make sure you go to my X account at Crypto J Chains. I got in the every day. I'm gonna have the pin post. If it's for the following day. So for tomorrow, I've got it up there already. For the show, we do a morning giveaway every single day, $200 in Gotti. Sometimes a little bit more. If we're feeling really good, or if it's Friday pizza day, man, we gotta get some pizza. We would get out there and get some pizzas. So that is something we do every day. So make sure that you guys tune into that every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. That's the Web3 breakfast. So boom, boom, boom. We talked about the road trip Toronto recap. There we go. Really exciting. That conference is actually going to be down in Miami next year. So it's historically been up in Toronto, but it is going on the move. So down to Miami next year. So interesting to see who from the Canada side will come down that have been doing it, because I talked to a number of people at the conference, and there's some of these people, gentlemen in particular. One of the guys that I was chatting with, he said he's done 5 years, and he's just not sure that he's going to make the trip. So he was kind of bummed out about it, but we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. Which show does his mom watch? This one. This is the show, I think. I don't know. Yeah, so they're doing it, in Toronto and Miami. Oh, that's cool. All right, so they're doing 2 locations. I love that. Dates to be announced. Thank you. Thank you for the correction there, Sandra. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I want to get into some of these articles here. The first one coming from Forbes. Let's share our screen here. Oh, that's not what we want. Here it is. The golden opportunity. Bitcoin and crypto are suddenly braced for a critical Fed price earthquake. I was scrolling through this one here. Bitcoin and crypto prices have struggled over the last week, as we know, after there was a radical crypto plan from Don Jr. That could determine the future of finance. All this was trickling out. The Bitcoin price has dropped under 60,000. We'll look at the numbers in just a minute here. 58 something, if I'm not mistaken. No, back up over 59. So $59,056 at this particular moment. But so we are still, under 60K. And I thought this was really interesting here that they add this in here about iPhone and maker Apple. But now, as iPhone maker Apple prepares to make what could be a game-changing update to its wallet app, Bitcoin and crypto traders are braced for Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to signal the Fed will start cutting U.S. interest rates in September, described as a golden opportunity to seize the narrative. So are people hoping that at this point, because Samsung has, crypto integration into the wallet, that this point, this would be Apple's great opportunity to do that. Look, the governments, they're making their move. We like the idea. The narrative's moving forward. Crypto's moving forward. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be, what did Trump say? It's going to be built here, something here, mined here. Anyway, and so let's see. Apple, now's your move, baby. I think that'd be great. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Love you guys. Chatting away. Let's go down here a little bit more. There is more to this article. So there is a symposium on Thursday, the Jackson Hole Economic Policy Symposium annual retreat for central bankers begins in Wyoming, obviously, Jackson Hole, with Fed Chair Powell's keynote speech on Friday, expected to give markets either the thumbs up or the thumbs down to an interest rate cut in September. So we will find that out on Friday. No, the last time he talked, I don't think there was a hint one way or the other that definitive, right? There's obviously a lot of speculation, but nothing definitive on that. Anything else down here? Yada, 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 yada. Powell's speech comes in context of an ocean of genuine certainty, both domestic and global, that's amplified by the erosion of 3 key anchors of stability: steady and predictable economic growth, effective forward policy guidance, and only small pockets of technical vulnerability involved over-leveraged positions and excess risk-taking by market participants. Now, that came from Mohammed El Erain, Primco's former chief executive and former economic advisor at Alliance. He wrote that in a Bloomberg column. All right, let's see. This is why it's critical for Powell to take advantage of the golden opportunity he has this Friday to regain control of the economic and policy narrative. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, we were supposed to get rate cuts at the end of last year. That never happened. I remember, we talked about that going into November. It was supposed to be one more rate cut this year, and it didn't happen. At the end of the year, and then it's been nothing but uncertainty this year, and we're obviously more than halfway through it now, and just in quarter 3, about ready to get some information. So we'll see what happens Friday. Hopefully the markets respond well. I have a feeling this, a lot of time when the group seems to go one way, the markets will react the opposite. However, I think a lot of people understand the writings on the wall that maybe in the short term we are going to see the markets go down. So maybe we see them go down most of the week. If I'm not mistaken, the market. We'll get the numbers in a little bit here, but the market it's down less than 1% today. However, if you look at the fear and greed index, which we'll get to in a minute, and we're using the CoinStats one today because that one is juicy compared to the CoinMarketCap one. All right. Anything else in here? Powell's words and tone could help determine whether the market's bounce since the short start stock in early August is sustained. All right. Well, we'll see. Friday, we must check it out. Here's our Ethereum news for the day today, and this one is about Donald Trump disclosing millions of dollars worth of Ethereum. It's got somewhere between $1 and $5 million worth of Ethereum stored in a hardware wallet. It says also he earned about $7.15 million from the trading cards. So he's doing well in the crypto. He's doing better than most in the crypto space. It looks like those cards, they launched in December of 2022 and April of 2023. I did not get one. It was just a whatever. I think, in my opinion, or if not in my opinion, if in my memory serves me correct, I think at that point I had stopped buying NFTs, which I think most people may have had just been sitting on. Maybe not, actually. I know a lot of people bought those, but I did not participate in the Trump things anyway. In addition to Ethereum, Trump earned over, like I said, 7.15 in the NFT license agreement. His crypto holdings include 1.29 in Ethereum, 986,000 in wrapped Ethereum, 370,000 in 72,000 in the meme coin Trog. Those cards mark the top. I agree with you, Corey. That was probably true. That was probably a true statement right there. Let's see. In June, Arkham reported that Trump's public wallet held over $20 million worth of crypto after being airdropped half the supply of Trog. Let's see. His Forbes values Trump net worth at $7.5 billion. So this is less than a tenth of a percent. About a half of a percent, half of a very small percentage. We know that he's positioned himself as a pro-crypto candidate. However, is this just to get the single-issue voters? That is something that is yet to be determined. A lot of people seem to think that it was just a pandering to the people, like, that crypto is the most important issue to them. Which he got a lot of support. I'll tell you what, he got a lot of support, and his speech, while it was wonky at points, he definitely said a lot of buzzwords, and he got a lot of people excited, and he said some things that, hopefully if he does deliver on, like, I don't know if he can fire Gary Gensler, but maybe he can force him to resign. That obviously, he can make his job uncomfortable. So that's something that is doable. Free Ross, let him go. And then we'll see what happens with the reserve. I mean, if they don't sell it between now and then. Let's see. One more thing here. While crypto is not a core goal of the Republican Party's 2024 platform, Trump continues to advocate for the digital asset industry. Meanwhile, his Democrat rival Kamala Harris has not publicly addressed crypto. According to Polymarket, Harris's odds of winning the U.S. presidential race fell sharply over the weekend and now only 2% ahead of Trump. I wonder if that has to do. It was ridiculous. It felt like the narrative all weekend about Kamala Harris was that she was drunk in all the video clips. That seems to be the new narrative. Very interesting. Let's go to this. Here is our Solana article. Kryptos bet on election betting expands to Solana. Now, I was reading this beforehand, and that's why I was a few minutes late. I was actually reading the articles a little bit before, and there's something in here. I mean, this to me is just, Polymarket, it's cool. It's probably got some limitations, so it's not extremely degen. But when I was reading this article, and we'll get to it in a second here, I got a feeling this is going to really assist people in being the absolute biggest degen that they can. Now, Solana-based crypto trading platform Drift is adding prediction markets to its product lineup, placing a bet on Polymarket-style election betting, but with a few twists. The bet service will allow traders to bet on binary outcomes. Will Trump win the election? Will Harris win the popular vote? Using crypto, much like Polymarket has done atop Ethereum and Polygon. Now, this Drift's rendition, that will be more ingrained in decentralized finance, or DeFi, or degen. Users will be able to make their picks using dozens of crypto as collateral instead of just USDC. They can earn yield on that collateral ahead of the event's outcome. And Drift co-founder Cindy Lau said users can also hedge their event-based forecasts with structured trades on the price action of various cryptos. I'm telling you, there's several layers to this degen, and I might be here for it. I might like the way this is going. Prediction markets are proving to be a breakout crypto use case this election cycle, with pundits in the mainstream media often citing polymarket derived statistics in their reporting. I remember it was JD Vance that Polymarket correctly picked. I don't know if there's anything else that has happened or is needed to have happened on any major scale. I don't remember there being an uproar when Kamala Harris's VP was picked that, oh, Polymarket got this one either. I just, not that it did or didn't. I don't know. That's all. Let's see. Here's a quote from who is this from? Oh, it's from the co-founder Cindy again. We're targeting the group of Solana traders that have been trying to trade on prediction markets but have been refusing to use Polymarket because it's on Polygon, both from an ideological and functionality perspective. Give the degens what the degens want: faster, cheaper, and on their favorite blockchain. So that's what's happening. Good for the degens, man. Good for Solana, and good for this Drift protocol. I mean, I will definitely check this out. As soon as I know that this thing's launched, I will definitely check out this Drift protocol. All right, let's move on to our Ondo finance news for today. Now this one seems like it's definitely a very bearish article. It's very fuddy. I think this is one of those read between the lines Fudster article. But if Ondo finance token at risk if the Fed begins cutting rates. Now we know that we're in line for a rate cut, right? We know that it's going to happen at some point. But does a project and basically this entire ecosystem that's being built, because you got to think of all the partnerships. You had the Pith network partnership, and then Pith has been doing nothing but doing partnerships on their own. So you understand, like, this is the BlackRock with Ondo, like it's all just going to be massive here. But let's go through this article again. I thought it was more of a FUD article, but we'll go through it. The Ondo Finance token retreated by over 6% on Tuesday as traders focused on the upcoming U.S. CPI data coming out on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. The biggest macro news of this week will be Wednesday. So the biggest macro news of this week will be Wednesday. The average estimate among economists is that the headline CPI rose about negative 0.1 to in June to 0.2 in July. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read. Jesus. The CPI is expected to remain steady at 3%, while the core CPI is projected to have slightly decreased to 3.2%. As a result, the odds of a Fed rate cut in September have increased in recent weeks. The debate now centers on the size of the cut, showing a 51% probability of a 0.5 cut, and the remainder predicting a 0.25 reduction. So hopefully we'll see the 0.5, but you never really know. They may do it slow and steady, maybe do one in September, and then do it another 0.25 down the road. So that's our Ondo. But again, when you look at some of that stuff, and I had some put. I was just when you think about this stuff, it's like how is this? And I get when with these tokenized treasuries, and if the rates get cut, then it's less attractive and all that stuff. But I feel like going with this industry, with the whole tokenized RWA ecosystem, with how all of that is going to be growing, over the next 6 years. What's the projection is $16 trillion by 2030. I mean, that's not a long time. So these projects, especially like Ondo, the ones that have the highest market share are going to be getting the lion's share of that 16 trillion. So I don't see this as being a problem. I don't think Ondo token is going to have any issues at all. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Drop your comments down below. Obviously there are some other factors that are going to happen. You got in January, you got 100 and something percent, 133%, I think it was, of the current circulating supply is set to be released in January of 2025, January 18th, I believe. So that's something you're going to want to watch out for. Leading up to that, though, hopefully the rest of this year and the first couple weeks of 2025 are wild and crazy, and that token release is something you just got to pay attention to. So keep that date in mind. There is a website you can go to. Actually, I've got it. Token unlocks. We'll go here right now. just so you guys can see it. Don't show this again. Don't show that to me again. Let's look at Ondo. Come on, buddy. All right, so the next is January 18th, 2025, 1.94 billion Ondo tokens worth $1.33 billion, 134.34% of the current circulating supply. So a very large percentage. But at this particular moment, and we'll look at the numbers in a second here when we go to CoinMarketCap, but there is a very small percentage of Ondo out. And I think it's only 10%, maybe less than that. I will tell you that really quick, and then we will be moving on to, we got one more article, and then we'll get into our news and numbers here, the news and numbers. But yeah, like 13% currently right now is what's circulating for Ondo. So there's still a lot of tokens to come out, but with a lot of magic to happen. But you know, there's a lot of tokens that still need to be released. That's long story short, but we'll get there. We'll get there, fam. You feel me? You feel me? All right. And in stablecoin news, Tether brings USDT stablecoin to the Aptos blockchain. Faster, cheaper, right? Everything. That's one of those things you always talk about: faster, cheaper. What is going to be more acceptable? Faster, cheaper. Stablecoin issuer Tether is expanding its blockchain portfolio, bringing the USDT stablecoin to the Aptos ecosystem. Tether is the largest stablecoin issuer by market cap. While the exact launch date is not disclosed yet, Tether highlighted Aptos' robust developer community as a key factor for the decision, noting the network's steady increase in deployed contracts, indicative of active and ongoing development. Following the news, Aptos price soared by nearly 3% to $6. Business development activity, Tether says the decision to add support for Aptos was driven by the network's extremely low gas fees. Faster, cheaper. Faster, cheaper. Faster, cheaper. Let's see. Anything else here? However, as competition intensifies, Tether also scaling back support for certain networks. In mid-June, the company announced it would cease supporting multiple stablecoins on platforms like Omni, Kusama, SLP, EOS, and Algorand starting in September 2025, citing a focus on balancing maintainability, usage, and community interest. Oof, Algo fam. Yikes. I never knew that. That's news to me. That is news to me. On to the next topic. Boom. Nice job, Max B. Hey, guys, this is about halfway through the show. Great time for you to go ahead, smash the freaking like button. Oh, my gosh. If you're watching on YouTube, it's real easy. Just smash it. Like, boom. Hopefully that didn't blow your eardrums out because it blew mine out. If you're watching on X, it's very easy. We've done this before. I can show you again. I'm going to just show you really quick. Watch. We'll go to my profile here, and you just go on like this video like that, right? And that's probably how you're watching it. You maybe clicked in it farther or whatever, but then you just like, boom. See that? And then that little heart turns red. You do that. That's one step. And then the other thing is with like those arrows, just click it and just hit quote and be like, hey, yo, come hang out with us. We're having a good time. We do this every Monday through Friday, probably more like Monday through Thursday. I think Friday afternoons are going to be a little bit tougher. Y'all know that I've got just an absolute addiction to Friday pizza, and my family, I forced it upon them, but I think they're now addicted to Friday pizza as well. And so it's usually in my best interest to head on out of here in the earlier part of the afternoon on Fridays. So I'd like to say probably, and maybe some Fridays we'll do a show. Maybe we won't, some, whatever. And especially if I'm traveling, it's usually a little bit harder. I will get better at trying to figure that aspect out because there's going to be some more travel coming up. And I want to keep things going. But that being said, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the J. Jane's Crypto Show. And I appreciate you being here. So thank you very much. And if you appreciate me, all you got to do is smash the like and hit the heart, whatever platform you're watching on. And I appreciate that. So thank you. Let's get into some numbers. Let's do some NFT numbers first. As you guys know, it's like you just can't let things go. And I've got a lot of we've all got a lot of NFTs that are probably worthless, but we're hopeful that the NFT market will make a comeback at some point. And so, with that being said, we're going to go to my favorite site. I hope it's your favorite site too at some point, but this is where I like to go. And this is the NFTgo.io site. Now, this is all Ethereum based NFTs. That is where all of my NFT activity has happened for the most part. I do have some Cardano NFTs. I do have a ton of VeChain NFTs, and I do have maybe some base now. Some other ones like Algo and Avax and stuff. But for the most part, the big dollar ones that I would have are Ethereum based. And this is one of my favorite sites, and the people have always been really great to me. And so I just love looking at these sites. And that we used to really enjoy checking out the market sentiment, and it would let you know, much like the fear and greed index, it would just give you a little feeler of where the markets were. The highest thing I think we ever got it up to was 51 we saw, and then it had dropped back down, and then they made an update, and we never saw it again. So, but now when we go to the market up overview, we definitely want to do the all here, and we can see that the market cap for NFTs is actually in the last, well, this is the last year here. So we're still on a downward trend. Maybe in the last, week or so, it's gone up a skosh. No, nothing to write home about. But that is something, over time, we will start to notice like, things are going back up. That's a good sign. It's not going to happen until people start taking profits in the bull run. So we need that parabolic phase to kick off before any NFT activity really starts to ramp up. Now, that's my opinion, but again, this is one of my favorite things that I want to make sure that we are checking out as time goes on, and this is the category market cap. And you guys, we all know everybody's got a PFP. That is the beta test of the NFT ecosystem, if you will. But with that being said, obviously games, collectibles, art, utility, land, metaverse, stuff like that, they will at some point take on their role in the ecosystem, and you will start to see the market cap of those go up. Will they catch PFPs? Who knows? PFPs might always be a dominant player in the NFT ecosystem. Something tells me that's not going to be the case, but we'll see. Like utility, I have a feeling now. I wonder where you would classify the recent news coming out of California, where they put it's like 1.2 million cars on the blockchain. This was not the first time, right? And I think that they had done it once before on a different blockchain, but and it was with something else, if I can't remember off the top of my head at the particular moment. But as more and more utility is brought to the NFT or the digital ecosystem, again, we're going to see some of these other categories really start to gain market share. And I'm excited to see that, because that's how we know that our ecosystem is growing. And that's a good thing. Very good thing. Let's take a look at the Bored Ape Yacht Club. What is that sitting at today? Floor price just under 12 ETH. Man, talk about a fall from grace. What are let's see, trending? Let's see. What are like some of the numbers these days as far as NFTs go? Sales 1 hour 71 Boom Bix Mini. Let's see, volume 1 hour going up. All right, so 71 NFTs in an hour is, man, that's terrible. That is like, Yeah, it's bear market activity. At some point, that will pick back up. All right, and this is why, guys, you got to take a look at this. This right here is the fear and greed index. Now, remember, I like to look at the coin stats when there is a huge discrepancy between what coin market cap puts on and what they have on here, because this is way more juicy. And this might get people a little bit more of that urgency, like, oh shit, I should be buying right now. Like if you've got dry powder, you should be looking at exactly the projects that you either want to add more to your portfolio or new ones that you've been thinking you're on the fence about. This is probably a great opportunity. Right now on Coin Stats, the fear and greed index is sitting at 28. That is fear. Again, there is one, and there is only one surefire way to make money in crypto, and that is to buy when people are fearful and sell when they are greedy. Now, you take advantage of that, and you'll be a winner. You will win in this crypto game. And right now, if this says fear, that means anything that you buy right now, when it goes back to greed, you could sell and you'll be in the profit. And there you go. There's a surefire way. There it is. My bad, fam. My bad. Crypto is boring. That's all. All right, here we go. Coin market cap, we are down 0.88% today, so not a huge change. There is really not a whole lot of crazy activity. Earlier in the show, I think Bitcoin was like when we started, it was in the high 58s. It's climbing a little bit, 59.2. You got Ethereum at 26. That is down almost 2% on the day. Bitcoin not even down 1% on the day here today. You got BNB up 3% though. So let's take a look at some of our winners. What are the winners doing? Any winners? Winner chicken dinners. We got SWE up almost 7%. You got Wormhole up 5.5%. The ASI, the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, 88 cents, up 5.5%. Today up 3.5% on the week. Some other good ones. And is there anything that's worth picking up? That's what we like to see. Brett, that's one of my favorite on the base ecosystem. Brett and Conda. Obviously, you got Ondo as far as coins go. Holy smokes, 68 cents. What did this thing get down to? What did this thing get down to most recently when it took a big dip? Come on, data. This one right here. 50 cents. Now 50 cents. Now, I don't think anybody was expecting that quickly. I do know that my guy Waddy, now if you guys, again, you tuned into the morning show, we got a lot of great people. Waddy was saying that he wasn't going to touch Ondo until it got to the 50 cents in the 50s. And this was several weeks ago, maybe even 2 months ago. And so he got what he had asked for. And so hopefully he took advantage of that. Hopefully you guys did too, because that's absolutely insane to be picking up Ondo in the 50-cent range. But we'll see. There we go. Double my money. Oh, for sure. There we go. Bought some mo. Love it. All right, let's go back here. Let's see what's winning and losing on the week, just so we know what you could do, right? Like if I were a betting man. Oh, helium up. Somebody said they sold their helium up 10%. That'd be a great time to do it. Say you got a bunch of Ave and you're ready to get out of that position. I mean, take that 25% this week and put it into. Oh, I didn't mean to click on it. Darn it. Let's look at the losers of the week. Sell that Ave and get into SWE, Psi. I mean, if you're going to stay on the ETH ecosystem, you can get, or I mean, you could swap to whatever, right? Cosmos, that's a great pick. It down 8.5% in the week. Shout out to my guy Kerry. He's big in the Cosmos. He's teaching me everything I know, which is not a lot right now, but I'm learning. Brett, again, down 17.25% on the week. That is to me is a solid pickup. Get yourself some Brett. Get yourself some Brett, baby. Selling everything for Bitcoin. Not quite yet, though. That's the thing. This is not the time. The bull run's not over. That's what they want you guys to think. Don't fall for it. This is just a shakeout. That's kind of the whole point of it. They want people to get frustrated. They want you to get tired. They want you to get upset. They want you to sell for cheap. Don't fall for it. You haven't capitulated yet. Don't do it now. My goodness. Don't do it. Just hang on. Should have done it a long time ago if you were going to do that. But then you'd be buying right now because you know that we're about ready to rip. All right. That is it for the coin market cap. Because as you guys can see here, right? 43. What do you like? When we're talking juice and drama, 28, way better than 43. Damn. Bitcoin Brian, altcoins must die, end a bull run. That is a bear if I ever saw one. Sorry, man. Sorry you feel that way. Maybe short term, maybe there's no way, in my opinion, that we are going to have to wait through September and October. There's just no way, because everyone's like, oh, it's the election. We'll wait till we get to the election. No, there's no way that we've got to wait 2 months. It's not going to be that long. We can go back and we can look at, let's do this again. Historical Bitcoin monthly performance. Here we go. I know there's an image that we could get here. All right, show me potato salad. So we are in August. August is a mixed bag. Now, if you look at, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we could have a terrible October will be better. Historically, I think it looks like the odds are that if we do have a bad rest of this month and then a bad October, or then a bad September, that we would have hopefully a positive October. Last bull run, I think it's hit or miss, baby. I think that we can just play with the idea that history doesn't repeat, that history rhymes. And sometimes it doesn't rhyme at all. Sometimes we're writing a whole new song. Sometimes we're writing a whole new verse. Sometimes we're writing a whole new hook. If you like NFT, time to check projects. Wait. Yeah, that's a really good point, Kerry. If because let's go back to that NFT go.io chart really quick. If you were to look at the market cap of the entire, and again, this is Ethereum, and I would assume most are similar, unless they are newer ecosystems where it's a lot of the culture community coins that are bringing these up. Now that could be the reason why we don't see a lot of the historical NFT collections ever make a comeback, because now there's new communities. Now there's new projects, there's new collaborations, there are new alliances, if you will. Alliance is probably not. That's a little strong. This ain't the Star Trek or whatever you nerds watch. Stargaze NFTs are pop off. So okay, that is something that I do understand. And I am not involved in it yet. And I shout out to you guys for, really taking the lead on that. I know you have your art, or you're going to be doing your art on there, if I'm not mistaken. Sandra does her art there. And there were several other people from the conference up in Toronto that I just remember conversations about, using the Stargaze ecosystem. So got to learn some more. All right. Kerry, let's have a conversation about Stargaze very soon. I think that would be wise. I know. Okay, so you're dropping some projects on there. You got Bad Kids, Relisting Sloths, Mad Scientists. That's the one that I know that you and Dahl, you guys were repping at the conference there. Punks, Celestine Slots. Yeah, you got it. All right, we'll leave it alone. I wanted to, I'll tell you what, I did want to go to Dex Tools, and we'll go quick, but I got to tell you what, a lot of our favorites right now are getting beat up. You know what I mean? It's just that time. So let's go to Dex Tools. We'll look at our favorite list right here. As you can see, we got Squid Grow. Squid Grow's up 2.2% today. Let's look at the chart, see how it's been doing. Just because it's up 2% today doesn't mean anything. There you go. That actually looks pretty decent on the daily right there. Making a comeback. I know you got Silent Swab coming out very soon. Squid Grow is doing a lot more sponsorships of, a lot more, not only the athletes as well, but fights. I know Keith Berry, they are sponsoring him for his crypto fight night fight in Singapore. Squid Grow itself is the platinum sponsor for Karate Combat in Singapore during Token 2049. So that is, my gosh, let's freaking go. Well, I can't wait to see this thing rip. Shout out to the Squid Grow community and team. Shout out to Shibtoshi. Big fans of that group there. All right, what else we got here? Gotti token up 1.8% today, taking a beating though. Over this week, doing much better than it did last week. We saw this candle right here dropping it down to 255 from the $4,000 high that we saw about a month and a half ago. Let's see, when was that to be exact? That was in July. We saw that $4,000 day, the high 4,100 on July 2nd. So it's been a month and some change, but a lot of things are in the works. As you guys know, we do our daily Gotti giveaway on the Web3 Breakfast. That's the morning show, 9 a.m. Eastern. Make sure that you guys tune in. You can go to my Twitter X profile and go to the pinned post that I've got listed up to the top. That's got the information that you need to qualify. It's super easy. All you got to do is tag some friends, repost it out, and then just show up. It's that easy. And you can walk away with $100 in Gotti token. We give away $200 every single day, sometimes a little bit more. So tune in. Tap in and tune in or tune out, bitches. Brett, as we were talking about when going through CoinMarketCap, obviously it is down a little bit over the last couple days here. A little bit down tremendously over the last several weeks, but not out. Brett is one of my favorite meme coins on the base ecosystem. I think it's going to be one of the top performers. So Brett, and then one of my other favorites, Condo. For some reason, not on this list. I got to make sure that it gets added into here. Brett Gold. I talked about Keith Berry. He's fighting Crypto Fight Night in Singapore. He's also part of the CTO that took this Brett Gold over with Doodlegenics. So that is something. They are very active. They do a lot of the stuff with fights and fighters as well now because of the activity with Keith. So be on the lookout for what they've got going on. If that's the the lifestyle that you like. There's a lot of the people that, I've surrounded myself with because of my fight and training, and I'm going to start training again for the next fight pretty soon here. It is, these are the people that, I've got, in my life. And I tell you what, Keith is he is a great person. He's a great coach, a great individual. So if that was an ecosystem that you thought you wanted to be part of, definitely check it out. Him and Doodlegenics are awesome. They are great guys. All right. Here's another one. Did the burn recently. They had Mason do it. I think it got the token pumping, and then all of a sudden we got a lot of sell pressure. And so at this point, that was a net negative, it looked like. But down to a $1.1 million market cap still. Again, down but not out. A lot of things in future planned for Pussy Monster. Again, shock value on the name. I get it, but it is two cartoon cats They have a comic book, a merch line, all that kind of stuff. I got some merch that I'll wear this week, so you guys can check some of their stuff out. Really cool stuff. Justin Gilmore, the founder of that, is a freaking awesome dude. So you definitely want to check that out. The Quit Crew, we know those guys from the morning show, and then Trent as well, both down double digits today. So if those are communities that you are in and you were thinking about when to buy some more double digit days, that's the dip, baby. Sometimes you just got to freaking buy the dip. Buy the dip. All right. I believe that will do it. Nothing to look at on the charts today. Not doing any trading this week. We'll be getting into that again pretty soon here. So we'll start looking at TradingView again for those setups. Got to get all the alerts set up and all the alarms and all the hooplas and yada yadas. So that'll be something that we'll do in the next couple weeks here. So I think that's going to do it for today. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Wonderful evening. Reminder, make sure that you check out the morning show, 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, Web3 Breakfast. We will be back tomorrow. We are talking about ultimate shitcoins. We are going to build the ultimate shitcoin portfolio to maximize your gains. So if you want to join the conversation, show up tomorrow morning, request to speak, and start dropping that hot alpha of what coins you like, why you like them, talk about what's the benefits of the community, stuff like that. So, all right, that'll do it. I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a great day. Ciao for now, baby.